Ever wondered how a tiny fuzzy fruit from a farm in New Zealand ends up in your smoothie in New York or your breakfast bowl in Paris? It's one of the longest food journeys on earth, and every single kiwi that makes it to your plate goes through a process that's part science, part art, and totally fascinating. Let's dive into how New Zealand, and a country better known for its volcanoes, sheep, and stunning scenery, became the world's kiwi fruit powerhouse. Every year, New Zealand produces over 650,000 tons of kiwi fruit, and more than 90% of that is exported. On the country's North Island, a company called Sika runs 11 massive pack houses that process roughly a fifth of the nation's entire kiwi crop. When the bins of freshly picked kiwis arrive from the orchards, they're tipped into a huge hopper that feeds the fruit onto the production line. That's when the human touch comes in. Workers quickly sort out anything that doesn't belong: odd-shaped fruit, leaves, or stray sticks from the orchard. Next, the kiwis glide through a line of soft spinning brushes that gently clean off dust and dirt. But the real show begins when each kiwi passes under a high-speed camera system that takes about 150 pictures of every single fruit. The cameras check for the tiniest imperfections: bruises, scratches, color inconsistencies, things most people wouldn't even notice. Based on what they detect, the sorters decide where each kiwi goes. If it's blemished or damaged, it's rejected. Now, not every kiwi makes it into the export boxes, but that doesn't mean it's wasted. Kiwis that are just a little too small, too big, or slightly marked are kept for New Zealand's domestic market. They're perfectly good to eat, just not export perfect. The flawless ones, though, those are the stars. They're the ones destined for the international stage. Here's where things get serious. Every pack house that exports outside New Zealand or Australia must send its fruit to Zespri, the country's global kiwi fruit giant. Think of Zespri like a luxury label. They control quality, branding, and consistency worldwide. Inside Zespri's facilities, machines carefully apply that small Zespri sticker to each kiwi, a mark that says this fruit meets the gold standard. Workers then box them up, stack the cartons, and get them ready for shipping. Now it's time for robots to take over. Mechanical arms wrap and secure stacks of kiwi boxes with plastic ties so they don't shift during the long ocean voyage. Then the kiwis are cooled down, a crucial step that slows their ripening process. This way, the fruit stays fresh even after weeks at sea. The pallets are stored in massive chilled warehouses until it's time to load them into refrigerated containers bound for ports around the world. From there, the journey begins. Ships carry these containers to Asia, Europe, and North America. It can take weeks, but the temperature control ensures every kiwi arrives just as firm, sweet, and juicy as the day it was packed. When you finally grab that bright green or golden kiwi in your grocery store, it's already traveled thousands of miles from the orchards of the Bay of Plenty, through machines, cameras, and robots, to land softly in your hand. Behind this little fruit is an entire ecosystem: farmers, engineers, quality control experts, and logistics pros, all working together to make New Zealand's kiwi fruit a global success story. It's not just a fruit, it's a symbol of precision, innovation, and pride, proof that even something small and fuzzy can carry a country's reputation across oceans. So next time you slice open a kiwi, remember, it's not just something grown, it's something crafted.